This is the spot to wait for the Yandex that I picked just opposite the railway station. It will be here in 3 minutes. It should be a blue Volkswagen Golf, so let's have a look. Welcome to Atyrau in northwest Kazakhstan. An oil city in this country, if not the oil city. And for the next couple of days I'm staying on invitation on in one of these buildings in an apartment behind me, so I don't know exactly which one, maybe this one. And let's have a look around. You may have spotted a river already, which is here on my left. This is the Ural river, which starts all the way in Russia, 2,500 kilometers about away from here. And here in Atyrau, Kazakhstan, by the way, all the way down south, west and south, it marks the border, the geographical border between Asia and Europe. So at the moment I'm still here in Asia, but later on, when I will be on that bridge that you can see in the background, perhaps I'll be in Europe again when I cross it. Interesting, isn't it? I told you that this river about 2,500 kilometers long, which makes it the third largest river in Europe. Well, anyway, it's boundary in Europe, of course, but it's considered Europe. After the Volga River, which is longer in the first place, and the second is the Danube, which you have seen in an earlier episode. So this one comes third. Interesting. So I'm here at the middle of the bridge. Why I know it? Because there are two of these guys, and behind me it's only singles. See, all the way single. So, if I'm not mistaken, this is the point where Asia and Europe meet. So, on this side should be Europe, on the other side it's Asia. So, I have a split personality now. No markings whatsoever here, as far as I can see. That's a pity. So I don't know. Shall we go to? I'll go back to Asia because there should be a good restaurant. So let's go. Well, imagine that at the bottom of the bridge they have put a monument, sign, object. Two of them. The other side the same. That helps me understand where I am. So exactly I walked, like I said, into Asia again, which means that on the other end of the bridge I expect something which says Europe. So we'll do that another time. That's why having 4x4 cars is not a, well, bad idea, to say the least. Good morning, this is another day. The sun is shining, day 2, and I'm again walking on the banks of the river Ural, although now in the other direction, to see if I can find other major sites here in the town. Curious to see what's further on down the road. According to my investigations, I should be heading to a place called Atyrau Park, which is one of the must-see sites here in town, according to internet. So I don't know what I can expect, but the only thing I can do is just continue. I think I found the retro park. Retro. Let's check out what retro means here. Well, maybe it's because of this retro theater or podium. Maybe it's because of these colored couches. What is it? Turns out there is another bit of park, and maybe this is the actual retro park, I don't know. Still looks the same to me. Big bird making noise, and guys and girls that painting trees. I don't know why that is. That's always the question. Anyway, it's a job for a lot of people. Interesting. Maybe to avoid animals destroying those trees. I found this. Well, my Kazakh has not improved lately, and I don't see any Russian translations, but according to Google, thank God, this can be translated as the House of Culture. House of Culture. Next to Retro Park, which is in Russian, by the way, spelled as Centralny Park. So, well, I just came from there and I wasn't finished, so let's go back. This combination is also very retro, isn't it, guys? Well, to be honest, I do like this park. It's not too big, I think. It's green, very green, and not too busy, not too well maintained. It's like a forest, which is nice. And well, does feel some retro, although I'm now entering a bit that is more modern. I'll show it to you. So maybe you don't hear me anymore because of the wind, but this is the modern part of the park, which is, I think, just newly well, created. And finally I found the name written there. It's called Retro. That's where it comes from, the name. And well, it'll take a couple of years to complete, I think. But it could be, well, very nice. And another, not a fountain, but something with water, with no water still. Mukasan. I'm not familiar with this band. Like I said, Retro Park. I thought the other part of the park was more retro than this modern part, but anyway, give it a name. So maybe this is the answer. I think now that retro translates in Kazakh as ancient Greek. I think that's the explanation for the name Retro Park, because look at the columns. This is definitely a Greekish design. Well, found my explanation. Bye bye Retro Park. See you later. And just a few meters away from the Afghanistan memorial, you find the monument for the political persecuted people, political prisoners, I would say. So in just not far away from the other monument, the political prisoners monument. I think this is the part of the central Great War monument. Large walls of lots of names, regional people, I would say, and it's pretty new. It's also very impressive, and it's definitely says something about the Great War, Soviet War. Here you go, famous picture. Just ahead, I think that's where the eternal flame is, just in front of us, and that's where on the 9th of May, I think here's the central square for the memorial of the Great War. It's like the other monuments, very new, so it's interesting. I wonder what has been before. But here you go. Probably it has just been refurbished, perhaps. In this same park, they have also set up some sort of museum related to the Great War. All sorts of equipment, let's say, being used. Well, this is my personal favorite, I think. I'm leaving here, Victory Park, and going to another side of town. See where to go. It's definitely not a good training for basketball. It's a little unfair, or just fair for, I don't know, very small people. And, here at the other side of town, another large square, the memorial in the background, and the usual electro cars and entertainment. Guys on horses. And just for the record, in case you didn't believe I was here, it's written behind me, so